Dynamic and explosive, but exceptionally polarizing, Josh Allen is one of the most electric players in the entire National Football League. What exactly makes him so special? What exactly makes him so polarizing to the NFL fan base? We're going to break down everything that makes him who he is in this video. Hello everyone, this is The Pocket Passer, and I am your host, Randy White. I hope all of you are having a fantastic day. I know I am, because we are talking about football, and we're talking about one of the most electrifying players in the entire NFL, Josh Allen. It doesn't get a whole lot more exciting from the quarterback position than a guy that can run the way he runs, run through people the way he runs through people, and throw the ball the way he throws the ball. The arm strength, the mobility, the accuracy, the versatility in his game is up there with the best of the best. He's a ton of fun to watch, and he's going to be a ton of fun for me to break down in this video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Since the start of the 2020 NFL season, Josh Allen has scored 36 rushing touchdowns, 137 passing touchdowns, and a receiving touchdown for a total of 174 total touchdowns since 2020. That's the last 4 regular seasons. That's first in the NFL in that time frame. Now, the flip side to that stat sheet, 18 fumbles lost and 57 interceptions at 75 total turnovers. That's also first in that time frame. So, the common criticism of Josh Allen has been he turns the ball over too much. That's why they don't have the kind of playoff success that has been expected of Buffalo. But that's not the case at all, and I'm going to tell you why right now. In the postseason, Josh Allen has scored 21 passing touchdowns and 5 rushing touchdowns for a total of 26 touchdowns in 9 playoff games since 2020. That's 4 postseason trips, 9 games, 26 total touchdowns. And in that same time frame, he has 1 fumble lost. That's 2 total fumbles and 4 interceptions. That's a total of 5 turnovers in those 9 games. That's a 5.2 touchdown to interception ratio, which is incredible and crushes his regular season touchdown interception ratio during that time frame of 1.82. He's got a 5.2 in the postseason. That's fantastic. His turnovers dip, his touchdown production stays high, his yardage production stays high, his efficiency goes up, his completion percentage stays high. Let's get into the film and break down what exactly Josh Allen does so fantastically. But before I do dive into that film, I want to ask each and every one of you, please, to very quickly consider hitting that subscribe button if you've enjoyed this video so far. And now, back to the video. Josh Allen certainly has a tendency for aggression in his passing game and his decision making that sometimes hurts the team, but the positives far outweigh the negatives, and this is a fantastic example of that. Bills are going to run jet motion into a flood concept. This is a really nice play design. You're going to see the explosiveness right off the bat here. They get this play action. They've got 6 offensive linemen in the game to further sell the play action. It gets picked up nicely. Josh steps up, and you're going to see he decides to let this thing go right here with Gabe Davis still about 2 yards behind the corner who's turning upfield, but he knows the way this corner is positioned, if he throws this ball about chest level to the outside, the corner's not going to be able to break on it. He's just got to keep it high and away, and he delivers a strike that goes for 6. Big time play and a sick throw. Here you go with the back angle jet action, sell the run. You see linebackers freeze, and then he zips in a heater. Last play we showed in structure success. Now what he's known for out of structure. They get the motion over with the tight end into the flat. You're going to get a curl flat concept here to the front side, and then the backside you get China fade. Josh Allen wants to make this play in structure, reading the flat over here, but a great play is made to stay over the top. It's man coverage with the single high safety over the top. And because it's man coverage, we're trying to get Knox in the flat running away, but fantastic job by the safety to get over top of everything and stay with his man, makes it difficult for him to get open, so Josh is forced to hang on to the ball, and he just makes magic happen. Right here, you see it'd be easy for him to try and loop underneath here, and maybe he gets caught, and he gets his tight end in space, possibly able to turn up field. But instead, gets over the top, makes Josh hold on to the ball, and now he's got to buy time, tries to get to the backside. Probably, if you're a little more conservative, maybe take the check down to James Cook in the flat over here on the top of the screen. But no, Josh is going to exit the pocket after evading. And now, with the safety closing in on this side, this window is exceptionally tight. We got the curl flat. He's turned up field. This DB's eyes are this way, so he can't see what Josh is doing. He's closing in. We've got an incredibly small window. Only place Josh can really put this ball is right here, back shoulder. Josh knows that. He's already started his throwing motion, and he zips in a rifle in between the defenders, and it ends up being a game-winning touchdown. And it's just as impressive from the front. You get the motion over the top. Great job by the safety. Stays over the top. Pressure gets there. Gets away. Throws sidearm back across his body. Special stuff. Another fantastic scramble drill here. He's forced to improvise, and he does so exceptionally well. You're going to get a post wheel to the front side with the running back option. And then to the two-man side, you're going to get a drive concept. So Diggs motions in. You get dig. Flat underneath. Allen's going to be forced to improvise here. He brings Diggs in. Now drops back to pass. Bang. Front side is the first read. He gets penetration inside of the right tackle. Notices it immediately. So now he's got to get out. Already starts moving. He sees a linebacker over top of his running back. He sees this DB stacking and capping this wheel, and he sees two DBs bracketing this post. It's got nowhere to go, so now he's got to be able to get out of the pocket and try and find someone open. Gets inside, now finds the gap back inside after getting outside of the tackle, steps up. Diggs is able to make a move on the linebacker after he jumps the shallow route, and now it's about delivering a great throw on the money into coverage while getting brought down by a defensive lineman. He gets crushed. Diggs gets in the end zone. Another example of throwing passes on time in structure. 6 offensive linemen set, so they're going to have good protection here. Pittsburgh playing a one high man coverage look. They're going to bring in motion across this way and then snap the ball, bring him back this way on the jet motion. Fake that. You get Diggs running a one-on-one fade on the outside, and then you get a crossing route from Dalton Kincaid. This is a fantastic throw and catch from these two guys, putting it together with honestly good coverage from Pittsburgh's defense. They just can't hold them back. Play action, buys the time. Kincaid gets inside and gets across and makes a fantastic grab. This is likely the most iconic play from this Bills-Steelers game in the playoffs. Pittsburgh comes in with the double mug look. That means they've got 2 linebackers mugged up in the A-gap, ready to apply pressure. They've got 6 defensive players down at the line of scrimmage. It's man coverage across the board with 1 deep safety. Josh Allen recognizes the man coverage post-snap. Motion outside. Corner has to take him now. And at this point, it's just about who wins. If the offensive line can maintain their blocks for a moment and provide a rush lane for Josh, like we see here, upfield, 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 here's the gap. If this defensive player can get away, he can make a play and prevent the scramble. Now, you could argue a little bit of a hold here that the Bills get away with. Tries to get away, can't quite get to Josh, who transfers the ball into the left side of his body to protect it when the defender tries to swipe at it. Gets away, man coverage across the board. Now can a safety come downhill and make a play in pursuit? Nope, slips the tackle and somehow outruns a bunch of defensive backs. I can live with you guys thinking that Josh Allen isn't the second best quarterback in the NFL. I don't really care how he stands with that. But I want to make something very clear about the narrative that there is around him, which is that he's a turnover machine, true, and that he's a liability. Not true. He is the heart and soul of that Buffalo Bills football team. They would not be anywhere close to as competitive without him. And this idea that his turnovers are the reason that he falls short in the postseason, which ultimately is what matters most, well, that's absurd. Because you can see on the film and on the stat sheet that when he gets into the postseason, he turns it up to a whole other level, and he is damn near perfect. His stats speak for themselves. His film speaks for itself. Trust in Buffalo and trust in Josh Allen. Their run and their window is not over and is not closed. I can assure you of that. So if you've enjoyed this video, please consider clicking on my other video that I'm going to have on the screen right here, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Peace.